Guys, guess what? If you leave me with this song, I think you just see the baby side of me.
I know.
Yeah, if you leave me with this song, you see the baby side of me. I mean, this is God's presence, if you ask me. Anyways, guys, it's time for us to plug in, and she's a double person for us today, because she was definitely on the Lifestyle Daily. Interesting conversation with all the ladies, motherhood and all that. It says that the guys cling to their mothers much more. It makes sense. Great. We still have Areatha Anderson-Williams. Now, I'll just put AAW together, and that's all.
Oh,
dear. Oh. Welcome once again. You're my favorite color. Thank you so much for not wearing pink. Thank you. Yeah, I had to just do that. Don't worry.
don't worry about it. She'll be fine. That's what he's going to tell you.
We are fine. She gets it. Anyways, gospel.
Yes.
I'll tell you what. Why gospel?
Why gospel? Whew. Do you know what? I don't think I've told many people, but I actually was doing secular before.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was doing secular before, but let me tell you something. When you are called, you cannot run. Like you can't do anything else. Like there's just some certain people that God calls that you can try everything else, but it will just never work. Like it will just never be satisfying to you. So I used to do it. I enjoyed it, but like, really and truly in the end, I was like, what am I doing? Like, this is not me. But every time,
finding your purpose.
That's it. But every time I found myself worshiping in church, you know, being used to minister, that is where the fulfillment. There was that piece that made me know. Do you know what? This is it. This is it. This is my call. Every time I try to run, it's like, hey, come back.
Come back. It reminds me of the line that Sarkozy just put in. He said, "Nyamisum te se cocaine, a chiwa, you can't stop."
You can't stop.
Get it? Yeah. Would you be surprised if you see Sarkozy doing gospel now, like fully?
I mean, I'll be like, okay. But I've seen a lot of artists nowadays that are coming back to God, you know, like in terms of just using their gift to glorify Him. So, I mean, it'll be nice. It'll be nice to see. It'll be nice to see.
It'll be nice to see Sarkozy rapping gospel.
Right? It'll be good.
Yeah, that would be nice to see. Anyways, that's a huge Sarkozy fan too. He's hoping that happens one day.
I'm also an Aretha fan.
Okay. Now let's get into gospel music for you.
Yes.
You have in recent times come to Ghana quite a lot. Yes. After your wedding, we saw you ministering in Action Chapel. I'm like, this is big. And the Archbishop jammed into it. And the bishop that ordained your wedding also, you know, jamming into it. Yes. How did you get yourself into this big circle of people as a young brand?
To be honest, honestly, and I was saying this to my husband the other day, like, I literally don't have to, I don't know, like, God literally does it.
Oh, they found? They found your picture. Oh my God. In fact, I love my producers. Shout out to you, Aaron. You've been doing the most.
Oh, lovely. This is so lovely.
3 months old marriage.
Gosh.
3 months.
3 months.
Just 3 months.
Just 3 months. Fresh.
Oh, wow. Fresh.
And you know, I came to your wedding from work.
Yes. So.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah, so
nice.
It's very much like God that literally did it. Like, every platform I've been on, I've never had to ask for it. Like, I've never had to, but God has strategically, like, connected me to certain people. You know, I think my character as well, like, I'm easy to warm up to. So when I meet men of God, you know, they see me minister, you know, we build a relationship, word of mouth, this girl, and in particular with Archbishop's Church. So my bishop from the UK went to go and minister at his church, and then he actually came for my wedding.
Yes.
But when Archbishop found out that he was coming for my wedding, then he put him on. Yeah. So then I just ministered before he preached. Yeah.
And that was
But
huge.
it's crazy. When I look at like all the people that God has connected me to, I'm just like, hey, then
you don't see men of God in this country invite Ghanaian artists that are based outside Ghana to come and minister in Ghana.
Yeah.
But that happened with you with Prophet Akwesi Agyemang-Prempeh.
Yeah.
How did that whole connection happen?
Wow. How did that connection happen? So my husband, before I met him, was actually attending all of his programs, PPM. So he does like a retreat in the UK every year. My husband's been going every year. So when, you know, we got to know each other and stuff, he's always telling me, there's this guy, Prophet Pemba, I need you to come. I was like, hey, who's this Prophet Pemba that you're talking about, you know? But I eventually went to one of his services and, you know, as he was moving in the prophetic, he picked up that, you know, there was stuff about me and especially about my ministry. And he was like, do you sing? And I was like, yeah, kind of. So he was like, okay, tomorrow you're gonna sing. And that was literally it. Like, so I was just sitting there quietly in my corner, you know, which most of the time it happens like that. And the next day I ministered, and since then I think especially God gave him a word to, you know, just be a covering over my life as well. So since then, you know, he's invited me to Ghana. I'll be doing some more stuff that you'll hear about soon.
Okay, man.
But, you know, yeah, so that's how I met with him.
All right. Is your husband your manager?
He's not my
because you hear a lot of
I know, right?
My husband is...
This is how you know the marriage is fresh.
No, is your husband your manager?
He is not my manager,
He's not your manager.
but he is like the biggest support system ever. Like he literally, he puts in the stuff that I don't put in. Like I'm very laid back. I don't like to go forward about things. Like I like to be very polite. And he's like, no, do this. Like, no, I need you to do this. Areatha, make sure you do this. Record this video today. Post this thing today, you know. And I'm very much like, I just want to minister and, you know, bless the people and that's it. But he's brought the understanding of putting structures in place and stuff like that. So he's not my manager, but he does some things that a manager would do.
Team? Do you have?
Yes, I do have a team. Yeah.
I'm saying team because these days you ask artists, they're like, no, I'm not under any manager. I have a team, you know. Yes. Oh,
especially the gospel artists.
Yes. Everybody keeps on saying that. Oh, we don't have management. We don't have a record label.
But I have a team.
A team. Yeah. Okay. Well, my team is more of like I have someone that's my PA, so she does like all my emails, and I have someone that does my social media, that does my content, but not per se someone that's like in charge of the ministry. Yeah, the brand and the ministry.
Okay. Let's talk about your songs, and there's a new one, and it's Jesus.
Yes, oh Jesus.
I love that. I love that. How did that one come about?
Wow. So let me cut it short and sweet. Jesus came about, so I was actually going through a very difficult time. I think about 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was having some issues and family issues. And, you know, it led to me to leave the house for a while. And I went to one of my friend's house just to stay over because I just needed like a breather. And she said to me, Areatha, like, you're a worshipper, do what is your release kind of thing, you know? So in that, I just decided, like, the song was like my response to a hard situation rather than talking about my situation, but it was more of my response, you know. If you've seen it, Jesus, you've been my savior through it all, you know, in my weakness, like, you're my firm foundation kind of thing. So that was like my response to the situation, and it was a song that gave me strength. So it was, from 2 years ago, but it was only now that I decided to record it. Yeah, so there's a lot of instances like that I have songs there, but in due time,
the laid back version of you just shoots in and then blocks everything from
right.
But then again, you bring it at the right time.
Exactly.
Because this one sounds like a testimony song.
Exactly.
But then there was a response to something that was happening at the time.
Exactly.
And you could have not done that song at the time.
Yeah. It was for me then. You know, it was for me then. It was a song for me to sing in a hard time. And now that I've overcome it, it's like now it's a testimony that I can release to everyone and share to everyone. Yeah.
Areatha, we've spent a lot of time with you today on the show, and I've enjoyed every bit of it. We're looking at new projects, but how do we connect with you and all?
So all my social media, so Instagram, that's where I'm mainly at, Areatha Anderson Music. I haven't changed it to Areatha Anderson-Williams Music yet, but Areatha Anderson Music. YouTube, the same, Areatha Anderson Music. Twitter, the same. Or what is it now? X, I think?
Yes,
X. Areatha Anderson. Everything. Areatha Anderson, and my TikTok as well.
Do you have plans? You have a lot of Ghanaian gospel musician friends.
Yes,
do you have plans of working with any of them soon?
Yeah, I mean, it's in the talks a lot.
Okay.
But in terms of action in it, because I don't really come here that often for music purposes, but I should.
Actually, you should.
I should, yeah,
Please
I
do.
should.
We can recommend
I
a
should.
few.
Yeah,
You
who
want
would you,
to
who would
give
you,
Head some?
who would you think?
Of course, your new favorite.
Team Eternity?
Team Eternity.
Team Eternity jamming with her will be fine.
Will be
That would be
fine.
It
really
will be
good.
fine. And I think Emoji would do.
Emoji would be
Yeah,
great.
we
Emoji
talked
would
about
do.
it a
I think
couple
Kofi Pepra would do too as well.
Jometto?
And no.
No.
Do you know why? Do you know why? Everybody comes in and they want to do it. Joe is that good to the extent that everybody comes down and they want to,
So he should
Right.
go and rest there.
I think he should take a breather with that.
Okay.
He is Joe on his own.
Yeah.
We know Joe. Do you get it? I think the others would spring in. Yeah. And probably some other urban gospel artists too as well.
That'd
The
be
Ethan
nice.
Scotts, the Kobe Sams,
Yeah.
the David, the Music Box. He's in the UK right now, so I think that'll work.
Yes.
That'll work. Yeah. We're looking
See,
forward
we're
to a
giving
lot
you,
of
we're giving you
the lot of
roadmap.
people.
Follow it. Thank you so much, Aretha, for coming
Thank
through.
you
This has
for
been an
having
exciting
me.
conversation with Aretha Music. And of course, earlier we had conversations with amazing mothers, including Aretha as well, celebrating in motherhood, and it's been exciting. My name is Miriam Uduak-Mensah. Do make sure to join us every morning. We've started a great week, okay? 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on MX24.
My name is Kojo Daasebre. It's been a fantastic day, if you ask me. Well, when we're off camera, make sure you join us online. It's MX24GH across board. We'll leave you in the able hands of Aretha Music, of course.
This is
Mrs.
This is Jesus.
This is Jesus.
This is the
But
song.
is Mrs.
Williams.
Good. So, Mr. Williams, wherever you are, big shout going out to you. Keep the work going. Bye-bye.